Post just dropped this article on Mackenzie Shirilla, the girl that killed her boyfriend and his friend speeding 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. I saw the crash on Netflix. I'm going to talk about it on the pod this week. But I also saw the Hulu series Mean Girl Killers season 2 episode 7, which also covers her. The Netflix makes her look more innocent than the Hulu doc. She looks more vile and guilty. Now, this article is talking about her in prison and her behavior. Hell on Wheels killer Mackenzie Shirilla is the mean girl of her prison and took multiple lovers, inmate says. Like, this girl's crazy. Hell on Wheels killer Mackenzie is nothing like the remorseful, hardened prison inmate depicted in the hit Netflix doc. A former inmate said, when she walked out of the documentary, my jaw literally dropped because her demeanor and the way she looked was nothing like the person I was in there with. Mary, who served time with Shirilla at the Ohio Reformatory for Women, told the Post. Instead, the 21-year-old convicted killer glammed herself up behind bars and pranced around like the queen bee of Mean Girls, Crowder said. She also wasted no time getting busy and would routinely sport hickeys from hooking up with other women, the former inmate claimed. Shirilla's parents and sugar daddies she has lured online help pay for makeup and cute fits. The crash, which documents the case of Shirilla intentionally crashing her car and killing her boyfriend and friend in 2022, has risen to number 1 on the streaming service platform since it released. Shirilla, now 21, appears in the documentary From Behind Bars, where she expresses remorse for the fatal crash and insists she's not a monster. But the person portrayed there is a far cry from the little schoolgirl who Crowder, 27, got to know while inside prison for more than 6 months in 2024. When I was there with her, you look at her and she had her makeup done every day. She was very well put together, almost preppy. But in the documentary, she did not look like that at all. She almost looked like she was conforming to the people that have been there for a while. Even the way she talks is completely different. She talked like a valley girl when I was in there with her. Her voice is very happy-go-lucky and high-pitched, but now she has an edge to her voice, the former inmate recalled. She added, this character in the documentary is nothing like who I saw in there at all, and it was shocking. When Crowder was booked into the Ohio Women's Prison on outstanding misdemeanor warrants from Tennessee, she noticed that Shirilla had been in the facility for almost 8 months at that point, fancied herself a prison celebrity. Everyone knew why she was there, and she walked around like she was this famous person within prison. She always had makeup done, hair done. Her clothes were altered to fit her body tighter or be different. She definitely carried herself like she was the Regina George of prison. She was very much like an it girl. Crowder, who first posted about her history with Shirilla, is now in a now viral series of TikTok videos. Earlier this week, claimed in one clip that the teen convict treated the clink like a high school popularity contest, and instead of grieving her friends every single day, as she claimed in a Netflix special, Shirilla spent her days basically skipping around the prison yard with a tight-knit group of young inmates. She was always laughing, always smiling and happy, like it was never on her mind that she was serving 2 concurrent 15 to life sentences because she killed 2 people. Crowder said, adding that Shirilla would sell customized jewelry and shoes to other inmates inside the prison. Never one time did I see Mackenzie cry, the former inmate claimed. She walked around like she thinks she's gonna get out. Shirilla also cycled through multiple romantic relationships with other female inmates, Crowder claimed in the social clips. Yes, Mackenzie has had multiple girlfriends. She was walking around with hickeys on her neck. She's gone to the hole, solitary confinement, for being intimate with girls in prison. If she was grieving or remorseful, she would not have gone to prison and jumped into prison relationships over the next 6 months. Shirilla, whose 4-year relationship with Dominic Russo had descended into intense toxicity in the weeks leading up to the crash that killed him, according to prosecutors, was financially supported by her parents and other outside supporters. She received new clothes, makeup, and commissary perks ordered through third-party vendors. Mackenzie has makeup and jewelry in prison because her mom is ordering it for her. She was funding her prison lifestyle, making it as comfortable as possible. She's privileged in prison because her mother and father enable that. Well, that's not a surprise. Her mother and father obviously are out to lunch. These people with their gentle parenting create monsters. Also, Mackenzie is on the prison sugar daddy website, so their sugar daddy's like supplying her needs. That's crazy. Well, not shocking. The TikToker also showed wild photos of Shirilla posing and showing off her new outfit and tone-deaf selfie images taken with the prison issued iPad-like tablets. The Mackenzie that I was in there with looked a little bit more like this. Oh my God, that's the car after the crash. You know, it's funny because, I mean, rest in peace, Dominic. he didn't deserve to die. But everyone in that documentary was saying how hot he was. I don't think he's hot. He's fine. He's just like regular, but he's not like, they were making him sound like Brad Pitt or something. The video then pans to show Shirilla posing in an oversized navy blue top and a slick back bun in a photo showing her outfit that she got custom made in prison. Crowder also cast doubts on claims raised in the documentary surrounding Shirilla's health and version of events leading up to the deadly crash, saying she never observed her seeking medical treatment behind bars. Never one time did I ever see Shirilla go for blood pressure, work, and any type of medication. In fact, Shirilla would go out in a 100-degree heat wave with baby oil on her and sit in the prison yard to tan. The girl does not have any medical issues. Shirilla also told a vastly different story to her prison friends than the one painted by prosecutors using blood test results from the night of the crash, which showed that the teen killer only had THC in her system. Mackenzie's story was, when I was in prison with her, was that she was high on shrooms when this accident occurred. The former inmate blasted a Netflix documentary for trying to portray her as an innocent, well-behaved suburban girl. I didn't get that from the documentary. She looked like a ratchet, ill-talking, nasty little kid. That's what she looked like to me. You could see the way she talks in the videos that they took from the phones. She talked really nasty. That's not what she's ever been or who she's ever been. So I also heard there's videos of, not videos, there's recordings of the calls that she's had with her mom while in jail, and they're leaked online, and the mother's basically saying, you made it to, I forgot what publication in London or something, and she was super excited. She's like, oh my God, maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out to me herself. The girl's obviously a monster, and when I say monster, I mean monster. When you raise a kid to let her do whatever she wants, and you don't smack the teeth out her mouth when she talks to you a certain way, and you allow it, that's what her mom is a rug mat, a doormat. Her dad is an idiot saying, oh, weed is not that bad. You don't let a 15, 16, 17-year-old smoke, drink in your face, move out with her boyfriend, do what she wants. Her boyfriend was a drug dealer. I'm sorry, Dominic was a drug dealer. He wasn't Rose's either. And he didn't deserve to die though. And you created a monster, and you're still creating a monster. And you're still, even the mom in the courtroom was just delusional, right? And she's still treating her with what do you call that? Gloves. So the recordings were really embarrassing, and she was talking to her mom really bad. Her mom's like, please don't say anything on here. It's being recorded. They can hear everything we're saying. And she says, don't be telling me what do you think? Don't be telling me what to say, what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Don't you ever tell me what to say. I don't have anything to hide. She's just nasty, and she's lowbrow. She's a lowbrow girl. I know that they said they come from a affluent neighborhood, but these kids don't talk like they do. I don't get it, but it's just crazy. Everything is crazier and crazier as more information unfolds, because she is in prison and now she is hooking up with girls and not giving a damn. But obviously when she got out of prison in the doc, and in the Hulu doc, you'll see that she went to a concert right away in her wheelchair, all banged up. So she obviously has no heart, no soul. She's a monster. And she should go to jail regardless if she meant to kill them or not, because she did kill them, and she's responsible because she's driving the car regardless. So she deserves to be in jail no matter what. So this article is like crazy.